Hey beach lovers, Jocelyn in Florida here. Florida is stunning, but here's the thing. Some rules out here are real surprising, and they can get you kicked off the sand fast. Today, I'm breaking down 10 actual illegal things that you should not do on a Florida public beach. And yes, some are really unexpected, especially the last one, which will really make you second guess what you bring with you to the beach here. So make sure you stick around till the end. All right, let's get into it. Number 1, driving on dunes or the sand. Florida statute prohibits driving vehicles over coastal dunes or beach sand unless it's governmental or for cleanup with written permission only. This includes ATVs or specialized dune buggy vehicles with no exceptions. Why this matters. Dunes and vegetation like sea oat roots form a natural barrier protecting inland areas from storm surges and erosion. Driving across them disrupts root systems and can leave beaches vulnerable to flooding and ecosystem damage. Here's an example of one time in St. Augustine in 2022, a lifted truck drove across dunes and got cited on the spot for a misdemeanor. The social media photos of the tire tracks sparked community outrage, and even local news aired the warnings. That violation cost the driver hundreds in fines and a harder time driving on nearby beaches ever again. And real quick, if you're new here, we share helpful hacks every week on how to live well and save money in Florida, along with interesting facts and need-to-know tips about life here in Florida. So if that sounds like your thing, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps support the channel and it keeps you in the loop. Number 2, trespassing on private beach property. Public beaches are typically accessible below the high tide line, but any area above that is considered private. Florida courts back landowner rights. If no trespassing signs are posted, entering can be arrestable. Why this matters. Respecting the boundary preserves homeowner privacy, prevents damage, and avoids legal disputes, while maintaining public trust in beach access lines. A real-world story is that a couple in Naples were fined $250 for sunbathing above the high tide mark on a beachfront rental not included in their access. They thought it was public, but signs told otherwise, and enforcement has ramped up lately, so be careful. Number 3, smoking or vaping on beach sand. In Jacksonville Beach, vaping or smoking cigarettes directly on the sand is banned with fines up to $250, especially if you refuse to sign a citation. Other beach cities have similar, stricter policies. Why this matters. Litter is a major pollutant, ocean-bound and harmful to wildlife. Plus, smoke annoys other visitors and narrows the safety limits on crowded summer beaches. A real-world story shows a YouTube vlog showing actual smokers being issued tickets and given on-the-spot citations. Repeat offenders get warned and fines escalate if you refuse citation. So if you're doing this, just try to be respectful. Number 4, and this is a big one, feeding, touching, or disturbing our wildlife. Disturbing the wildlife like sea turtles, shorebirds, or even shells is illegal under both Federal Endangered Species Act and Florida wildlife statutes. That includes sand sifting, shooing birds, or even patting the turtles. Why this matters. Turtles and shorebirds nest right in the sand, and human interference can destroy eggs or encourage unnatural behavior, putting at-risk animals in jeopardy. For example, in 2023, a spring break video showed teens crouched next to turtle nests. Authorities cited them for wildlife disturbance, and the video garnered rebukes on local news. Each teen received warnings and had to take an educational wildlife seminar. This is something that really bothers the Florida locals here, so this is definitely a no-go and something that nobody should ever do. Let's all respect our wildlife. Number 5, damaging dune vegetation. Our beach dune plants, like sea oats, are legally protected along Florida's coastlines. Damaging or removing them violates environmental protection statutes and local ordinances. Why this matters. Plants lock in sand and reinforce our dunes. Removing them accelerates erosion and degrades the beach habitats, hurting public and private shorelines alike. In Sarasota in 2021, a couple was prosecuted for landscaping dune plants to make a beach shortcut. The county ordered costly restoration and issued a $600 fine for plant removal. The story made local news to discourage DIY beachfront landscaping. This is a bad idea all around and something that you should just avoid. Number 6, illegal bonfires or any type of fire. Unless you have a city-issued permit, starting a fire on the sand is off limits under local beach regulations. Some counties request permits for safety sizes and designated zones. Why this matters: beach fires pose wildlife risks during dry seasons and can burn nesting sites and create smoke hazards. Cleanup of leftover embers or glass is also a health hazard. In Miami-Dade in summer 2022, a nighttime fire party alerted authorities. Responders extinguished the fire, confiscated the gear, and fined the organizer $1,000. The event was widely shared on Instagram, prompting authorities to reinforce these beach checks. Number 7, illegal camping or overnight staying on the beach. Many Florida beach municipalities, like Mexico Beach, prohibit overnight stays or sleeping on the sand between set hours, usually 6 p.m. through 6 a.m. This matters because it keeps our beaches safe overnight. It reduces litter, and it also ensures public order while protecting local wildlife and public lighting. Several beach campers in Mexico Beach were arrested in 2023 and fined for overnight tenting. One family was woken at dawn and fined $200 and had their gear removed. This is a bad idea and just something that you should always avoid. Number 8, alcohol in restricted areas. Some beach cities, like Panama City Beach, during spring break, ban alcohol possession entirely or limit it to enclosed containers only. Violations can result in fines. Why this matters: alcohol raises the risk for disorderly behavior, trashing the beach, and public intoxication. The restrictions prevent litter and protect our families. In March 2023, Panama City Beach cited 24 spring breakers and seized kegs at the boardwalk. It kept hotheads and noise under control after a record-breaking crowd. Number 9, unauthorized vending. Selling food, drinks, or merchandise requires what's called a peddling permit. Performing services like sun lounging setup or even massages without a license violates county rules. Why this matters: this protects our tax revenue and ensures hygiene standards. It also avoids unsafe or illegal commercial setups on our beaches. In Fort Lauderdale in 2022, individuals selling lemonade and crafts without permits got cited and had their inventory confiscated. A viral TikTok showed the vending cart being towed in front of thousands of tourists. And number 10, the most interesting one that most people don't even know, is loud music or speakers. Beach noise ordinances prohibit amplified sound like boomboxes and speakers without permits. Cities like Sunny Isles and Naples enforce this strictly to preserve peace on the beach. Why this matters: it protects our families, the wildlife, and ensures the beach remains a relaxation space. In 2023, a Miami crew blasting music during a sunset yoga session got ticketed on the spot $250. Their boombox was confiscated and they had to move locations immediately, and the local news covered it. There you have it, the real legal reasons you could get kicked off a Florida beach and cited without even knowing it. These laws are in place for safety, preservation, and respect for our wildlife. If you thought that the beach was for anything goes, think again. Which one surprised you most? Comment below, and let's keep our beaches beautiful and legal. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more Florida truths, and drop a smiley face in the comment to let me know you watched throughout the whole video. See you next time.